well, it's already sorted. But at least now it's in. Now it's in.
27 and a half points again. Romeo Aurora, 14 and 9.
Yeah. 14 and 9.
Everyone green 12.
Yeah.
Manuel Aurora, I want to say 15.
16. We'll say 17, round up. No, but this is, Ziani. Ziani and only a 3 point percentage 40, but she's made like.
Oh shit, I like this, man.
Yeah, I don't have total makes. But look at like Amanda Pascal, field goal percentage 58%. Like 23 points a game, 10 rebounds at 58% from the field. And 3 points up in steals as well, like fucking crazy. Yeah, and that's almost triple the next closest of mates with 3 points. Like, so not only is it a fucking crazy percentage, like, but she had a game here where she like didn't hit one in the first half and then hit like 3 in the second half. Maybe like Surf Coast. So I'm not entirely sure, but not an import or anything like that. But she was in like one of the WNBL active squads. Like you'll see. little drink bottle.
Really? That's a lovely
I've
name.
got the same one in my car, and they were both in my car, so I grabbed the wrong one. There's no commentary. 5 stream? No, we have comms.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Eagle Stadium for this round 7 championship men encounter between Wyndham and the visiting Blackburn Vikings. Wyndham basketball in
5 stream, just checking in on the commentary.
traditional custodians of the land on which we play and pay our respects to their elders, past,
Audio coming.
that respect is paid to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders in attendance. Before getting today's match underway, let's meet visitors from Blackburn. We begin with number 1, Mitchell Douglas, number 10, Edward Burke, 11,
Everything looks good. It's got to be right. Right?
number 13, Jerry,
That's in. That's in. We're up there. Aaron. Good. Got it.
number 20, Jacob Hunter, number 22, Kane Gill, number 30, Tito Wajagwa, number 33, Carson Crowe, number 40, Matt Coe,
Oh, I'm just waiting for them to confirm, but I think we're right.
and 99, Dylan Ryder. The coach is Matthew Brooks, the assistant coaches Jacob Miller and Luke Carletti, the team manager is Carly Rees. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the visitors from Blackburn.
I think he's changed his introduction song, Wes. It used to be the Bulls theme. The Bulls 96. Yeah, I think he's changed it though.
Victoria University, JRS Engineering, Victor Performance, and the Tigers Clubhouse. We begin with number 1, Cavion Green. Number 2, give it up for Aaron Adolny. Number 3 for the home side, Solomon Deere. Number 4, Emmanuel Deng. Number 5, Maurice Howard.
I'll leave that there so we can both get that.
Abram Tong. Number 12, Daniel Herbert.
I'm just waiting on 5 stream to.
Tony Aguilera. Number 27, Kane Hines. Number 30, Oscar Jones. And number 32, Manol Ayol. The coach is Luke Zeller, the assistant coaches Brett Duca and Chris Hallinger. The team manager is Michael Courtney. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please be outstanding for the playing of the Australian national anthem.
between Wyndham and Blackburn. We come in with Wyndham sitting third on the ladder, 5 wins, 3 losses. Blackburn 8th with 2 and 6. My name's Mitch. I'm joined here on commentary by Jules. How you going, mate?
Good to be here, Mitch. Last time we were here was a tough game. Wyndham lost to Hume. Since that time, unfortunately, had a bit of a loss up in Sunbury. Really good team there with Sanders, top scorer in the league right now, and bounced back last week with a pretty big win.
Bellarine,
that's right, 107-71. And on the other side, Blackburn, tough against a tough McKinnon squad.
Tough couple of weeks.
Yeah.
For, Keysborough, Hume and McKinnon, 3 pretty good sides. They've had them all 3 in the last 2 weeks, and now Wyndham. So, yeah, not an easy few weeks for them. And I think they're 2 and 8. They're really going to look out and start strong against this Wyndham team. Looking for big numbers from all their players. I think you're speaking about Denzel Brito. 8 points a game. Going to need a fair few out of him tonight. Because I think we see Ray Mitchell averaging 14 a game, not in the side by the looks of things. So I haven't seen too much of Blackburn yet this season, but seeing someone averaging 14 points a game not playing, I'm sure Wyndham probably wouldn't be too upset seeing that.
Yeah. Definitely, it'll be a loss. And then some other players, we've got Edward Burke, 9 points a game, 7 rebounds a game, and Titgev Kawajakwan, almost 12 points a game. So I don't believe he played last week against McKinnon. I might be mistaken, but almost at full strength is Blackburn.
Yeah, we've seen Wyndham. Most of this Wyndham team should be pretty warmed up. We just saw basically half of them out there in the youth league game prior to this one. I think we saw Kane Hines, Oscar Jones, Emmanuel Dang. Who else was out there? There's a few others as well, I think. So, and maybe a couple off the bench. So they'll be ready to go, coming out firing. Of course, with Reece Howard averaging 27 a game. I think he's keen for it. I think he's been looking for a game this season where he can put up some big numbers, and I think he's feeling it tonight.
Absolutely. This is the man that brought us, I believe, 46 points on opening night in a tough loss versus Melbourne. We know he can put up buckets in a hurry. It was a bit off versus Hume and Sunbury, but really bounced back last week. 4 of 8 from the 3-point line. So I expect for him to have a big one, especially from the land of plenty.
Yeah, that's it. So we've got, all right, Denzel Brito, number 11. Number 10 is Edward Burke. Number 22, Kane Keel. Number 30, Titgev Kawajakwan. And I'm missing one. Who's in the tip? Am I missing one? I've got to be. That's all right. We've got Kane Keel starting things off here. That's Kawajakwan. And already, we've got a foul call straight away. It's on number 10, Edward Burke. Oh, number 99, Dylan Ryburn. There we go. There's the one I'm missing. And here's Maurice Howard. Titgev Kawajakwan with a job to do on Reece Howard. For those playing at home, that's Tomi Ailara up top for 3. Doesn't mind a 3-ball, the big man. That's KG. Birthday boy this week, Cavion Green. And Abram Tong now kicking outside to Manel Ayol. Step back 3, contested. Good rebound there. Edward Burke, big man boxing out Tomi Ailara, picking up the rebound. There's Brito.
Oh, good hands from KG.
Brito's looking for Edward Burke inside. Abram Tong with a Euro. Defense from Kane Keel was too much. Needed the left hand there. Abram trying to scoop up the right. Pick and roll with Brito and Burke. It's Kane Keel liked the look of the Euro. Thought he might try it himself, but it's about the same result.
And Denzel Brito, the captain, 16 points last week. Not a bad effort.
Tough McKinnon side. Titgev taking some time off the clock. Reece Howard just getting that over in 8 seconds. Wyndham with 10 to shoot. Pull-up jumper from Manel. Opens the account for Wyndham. Missed the start of the season, Manel Ayol. He's been slowly chipping away at his average up to 16 a game now. Lovely move from Brito. Up and over the outstretched arm of Tomi Ailara. Soft touch. Manel Ayol looking inside. He's looking for a yellow jumper. Couldn't find one. And turnover. Dylan Ryburn pushing things down. Looking for Edward Burke inside, out of bounds.
Be interesting to see what kind of defense Wyndham play. They obviously went through a zone against Hume. Not quite the Hume, same type caliber side.
It's Jules.
I've got it.
Gets a touch.
Oh, give me the assist. But look, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they go man, mix it up to a zone, bit of press.
Sticking with a man just here. Good defense from Tomi Ailara. Too much for Edward Burke to deal with there. As Manel's looking for him, extra pass out to Abram Tong. Good vision from Tomi. Great shot from Abram Tong. Gets himself going.
And he likes that corner, semi-corner three.
That's it. And Ryburn looking inside. It's pretty hard to go over Manel Ayol. And he decides not to. That's one thing Manel has on his defensive end, the wingspan of Manel. I think he's about 6'5", and his wingspan's probably at least that, if not more. See a few guys try to go around him or above him, and he just gets those hands in the passing lane.
Absolutely.
Brito, nice pick and roll. Good
right
deal.
on cue, Mitch.
I love the pick and roll from Edward Burke, and he probably saw the match up there with Tomi Ailara out of the paint and thought he was looking the goods, but Manel was up to task. Tomi puts it on the floor, goes up, and it was Kane Keel coming in. I think the foul will be called on him. Make the big man earn it.
His eyes got big there for a second though, didn't they? And he's known to throw one down.
Yeah, crowd favourite around here, Tomi, local lad. I think he was the captain previously last year. And Maurice Howard now taking that over after a breakout season last year here for Wyndham as Tomi knocks the first one down. What's Tomi from the line on the free throws? 65% shooter from your centre. You take that any day of the week. Wyndham a little bit of a press here. Good pass out to Ryburn. In and out. Tomi Ailara running the point now. These Wyndham centres can do it all. Manel, rhythm. Tomi Ailara all over the ball last 60 seconds. KG hasn't had much of it so far. Bang! Wyndham out to an early lead here. Ryburn puts on the floor. Outside to Brito. Keel for three. Just found the shot clock there.
And Aaron Dolney checking in for Manel.
Look to see a good start here. Aaron Dolney knows where to go, straight to the corner.
Another guy that loves that corner three, and he can certainly knock him down.
He knocks him down, absolutely. Sister Holly just plays for the women's team. Just signed a college deal with Loyola.
Oh,
Loyola
nice.
College did one over in
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, that's a good school.
So fantastic for the Dolney family.
That's awesome.
And Garen, he's just done his second year over there.
At a junior college, right?
Junior college, I believe, yeah.
Sneaky hops.
Yeah, he's been working on the hops. I saw him post a few clips of his dunks on his Instagram page this week. He was pretty happy with the hops. He's looking to go inside. I like this from Blackburn, looking to go inside. Yeah, as Reece Howard cleans up Brito in transition. Edward Burke, I think Tony had a lot of ball. But when that arm comes down on the shooter, it's hard not to call from the ref. As Reece Howard was absolutely cleaned up in transition. Looks like he was just blindsided. He's going to have a little sit. On that right knee, looks to be just a bit tender. I think he just clashed. Doesn't look like it's anything serious, but when you just run into someone that hard, and you get your knee knocking into their knee.
Absolutely, and the element of surprise too. You don't see it coming. Hopefully nothing too serious.
Ryburn keeps his 100% free throw shooting record intact. Don't know if there's a big sample size there, but...
well. There you go. You didn't jinx him, so still 100%.
I think that's Daniel Herbert, number 12. It is Daniel Herbert. There is Daniel and there's Darian. If someone can tell them apart, please let me know. They look, if they're not identical twins, I'd be surprised.
Are their games similar?
Yeah.
Yeah, similar style of play.
Yeah. I think that might be in the grey jumper sitting down on the first row of the bench. Yeah. Daniel with the Grinches on. No missing the bright green Kobe's on court. What's happening here? Just fixing up something on the scoreboard, I think. All right, Abram Tong looking for Dolney. Puts it on the floor. Little one-legger. Yeah, that's something these Wyndham players work on a lot. You see Jared Hillier, coach of the women's team, does a lot of shooting drills and practice with a lot of these players. You know, it's not uncommon to see them.
That little runner.
Even from, they shoot him from three.
Yeah. That's hard to guard if you get that down pat consistently.
Clean hands from KG inside. Good defense from Wyndham. As Abram Tong going for that Euro again. Can't get it to drop. Yeah, you're watching Amanda Pascal for the Wyndham team. Dolney, a few others. Oscar Jones, I see doing it as well. Shooting one-leggers from three in practice, just 15, 20 in a row. Like, I can't wait to see one in person in a game off the one leg for three. It'll happen.
I don't know how coach will feel about that.
The women's team will definitely do it. They can pull the trigger. They got the green light for anything.
Oh,
There we go,
nice
inside.
pass.
Burke just can't finish. He's getting good looks in there, the big man. KG puts it on the floor. Good defense from Edward Burke. That's a block. Chalk it up. Tony Ailara. Just a professional big man lefty finish off the glass. Love the fundamentals over here. Nice movement there. That's great movement from Blackburn. 3-ball from 41. That's Mike Zuccolo. Good movement for when they get the 3-ball just to be off, and then KG's popping one of his own. Brito saw Abram Tong on him and didn't want the smoke. He's giving him the left.
They're moving the ball well, though.
Yeah. Quadriquan for three. Just can't get him to drop. Getting good looks. Blackburn. Shooting just 14% from the field so far. Daniel Herbert got to the rack, just couldn't get the finish he wanted. Quadriquan pushing the pace. KG coming in hot. Blackburn's taking time, getting into work now. Pick and roll with Burke here again, not quite. We've got some changes. Lamorticella.
And Jacob Hunter.
Jacob Hunter. So there's nice pick and roll there with Brito. Deciding to go with the shot. Lamorticella with the screen. Manel on the post up. Yeah, he's going to fade away there all day.
Beautiful little Kobe-esque.
Yeah,
Post-up
doesn't have
fadeaway.
the big man back him down sort of post move, but his turnaround jumper, fantastic from there. I think he gave Lamorticello a bump and felt like he hit a brick wall, so he thought, that's Brito pulling up off the dribble. That's a beautiful looking shot. Can't get it to go. Step back from Manel. Short, I think that might be off his own foot. No, off a Blackburn player. As Tommy, after playing all the first quarter, is going to rest Kane Hines.
Second game for this evening for Kane Hines.
Not sure how many minutes he played in the Youth League game, but doesn't always feature in the Youth League side. But obviously Wyndham just happy to give a few players a go. I think there's a few boys out by the looks of things. Josh Norling, who has played a few games for the men's, has been playing the Youth League for the last, I think he was Player of the Month for the Big V in the Youth League, in the Division 1 Youth League comp. So he's been putting up like 25 a game for the Youth League side. So he wasn't there tonight, so must have gone deep into the roster. Little one-hander. Oh. That's Jacob Hunter. Just can't get that one to drop. Blackburn want to check that rim, I reckon.
Look, they're getting good looks and they look comfortable in their sets, but Aaron Dolney for three. Very nice. Off the dribble.
Yeah, he says he works a lot. I spoke to him a little while ago about shooting the three-pointers, and I said, do you set up on the shooting gun, on the shooting machine a lot? And, nice finish. Lamorticello. Beautiful finish inside. Yeah, Dolney says, no, he prefers to when he practices to not get the rhythm of the shooting gun because it's not how a game works.
Correct, yeah.
He'd rather off the dribble, like little 1-2 dribbles and then put the shot up, as we saw just there. He gets it off quickly. The pick up to release time is exceptionally quick.
And obviously quick release, and he's got hops.
Yeah, definitely one to, play like that coming off the bench for Wyndham's, pretty handy. As Solomon Deere, first-year player here for Wyndham, is coming on. Daniel Herbert looking for an option. Dolney just runs by it. Quadriquan pushing the pace now. Kane Hines reaching in. I think that's before the shot.
Speaking of youth league players, hopefully we'll get to see a bit of Oscar Jones, who was averaging 20 points a game for a little while. Very effective, but you'd think he would have played some serious minutes the game before this one in the youth league.
Yeah, so I think if this scoreline continues to get out the way it is, and I think Reece Howard's got the ice pack on the ankle there, so that's a few more minutes between Herbert and Jones there. Just the three balls off, and Herbert's picking up the rebound, flips it out to, it's Kane Hines. Picked off by Hunter. Turning defense into offense there, Blackburn.
Speaking of the floaters.
Beautiful.
Beautiful by Daniel Herbert. And you said they were practicing, and it shows. It's a tough shot to do at pace.
Yeah.
And a few of them have that in their repertoire. Very nice.
Kane Hines is hitting the deck. Lamorticello flips it outside. Three ball off again. Jared Abbott can't get it to drop. There's Manel Ayol, same deal. Solomon Deere keeps it alive. Good offensive rebound. Daniel Herbert's got 5 on the shot clock. He got some contact there. He wanted the foul. Not getting the call he wants. As we've got first quarter in the books. And what do we got for Wyndham? Pretty even spread across the board, really.
Yeah.
Off the bench, Aaron Dolney, 5 points, top scorer.
Yeah, look, Blackburn, they look good, especially with Brito. Some nice passes. They're getting into sets. They're swinging the ball around. But like you said, maybe something's on that ring. Obviously, 10 points for a quarter is not going to cut it. But I guess they'll be encouraged that despite the length, they're getting some good looks. Hopefully they'll start dropping for Blackburn in the second.
Yeah, we've got 0 from 7 from 3, and probably 4 of them were halfway in the ring and then just rimmed out. You know, so if you say they make 3 of those, and it's a 19-21 ball game at quarter time, it's really game on. So it's just sometimes that's just the way it goes. Sometimes those shots aren't dropping, but they're not going to be discouraged. Obviously, they're good players, so they're not going to be a good shooter's going to keep shooting.
That's right. That's what they say.
So you know they're going to keep shooting with the looks they've been getting. And obviously Wyndham have really, you know, we've seen some good work all around. We've seen floaters off the dribble from Herbert. We've seen Manel posting up, Tommy on some putbacks, some pull-up jumpers. You know, I think that's probably what Wyndham are going to be looking at going at during the season. You know, we saw that some of the bigger teams are going to post up and bang it inside, and they go to that a lot. We saw that with Keysborough, Melbourne Uni. I think even McKinnon a little bit getting inside with Jace Beasley. But I think the thing with the Wyndham is they've got options to go, you know, really, really deep as far as how to get a shot off. You know, they're going to have to learn how to play without Maurice Howard.
Yeah, I'm looking down at the end of a bench, a little nervous. Hopefully it's just a maybe sprained ankle or something like that.
He walked off the court, so it can't be too bad. I'm sure Daniel Herbert and Oscar Jones aren't going to complain too much with Maurice Howard off the court. A few more minutes for them on playing the point.
Herbert's looked good out there. Very in control point guard.
Kane Hines hitting the deck. Just had a hand in.
Always hitting the deck, diving for balls, taking charges. That's his MO, isn't it?
That's it.
Number 4, Emmanuel Dang checking in, taking out Kane Hines.
Morticella banging it inside. Oh, sorry. That's Kane Keel going inside. Can't get the drop again. Blackburn.
Oh, beautiful take by Ayol.
He's now limping as well. This Wyndham bench is going to go deep tonight. As Manel just coming back from an injury and he seems to be limping, grabbing his ankle. Might have just little roll as he's come down from that layout. It was a nice finish.
Beautiful with was it inside outside with the left hand. A little bit of hang time.
Yeah. Knocks the free throw down so he can get off the court as well.
Cavion Green checking in. And Wyndham looked to be in a 3/4 court press.
Good, nice move there. Good finish. Oh, another one from Blackburn. Oh, beautiful little finish there. Was that?
Jacob Hunter.
Jacob Hunter, little tip in. So
4 points.
4 points now. There's a few looks, a lot of things just rimming out for this Blackburn. We can't wait for half time to change ends, I think, Blackburn.
Well, a bit of miscommunication there, and Herbert makes them pay.
That's it. These Wyndham point guards, man. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile. Aaron Dolney just with a hand on there. Quadriquan was just getting away from him a little bit. The Vikings look to get into work now. 3 ball, that one's off.
And I believe that's on Quadriquan.
Just a foul on the rebound, was it?
Yep, as Dolney was going up for the rebound.
So Herbert coming off. Good to see one of your favourites here, Oscar Jones.
Oh, yes.
Good vision to find Dolney.
Oh,
Dolney.
beautiful pass.
It's an absolute bullet as well. He likes it too. A little smile on his face. I think he knows that's a good little dish. And that's one of your best 3-point shooters in the corner where he likes to shoot from, but finding a better option inside. That's really great teamwork from Wyndham.
Great ball movement. And number 20, Jacob Hunter, not sure if he started, but he's had a bit of an impact on the game.
Like off the bench today. Yeah.
I think that's 5 points, but just very active, long, runs the floor.
He's 2 from 2 from the line. That's one thing Blackburn have done well, is shoot their free throws. 100%. Oscar Jones coming in hot. He's fouled. I think that was on Dylan Ryburn. Handful for the refs to signal to the bench, 99. There's Oscar Jones uncharacteristically misses a free throw. I thought wasn't there a limit on numbers on jerseys at some stage where you couldn't have a certain...
Back in the day, yeah.
wasn't it?
I would have loved to have 99, 91, the worm, but I don't think that was ever allowed.
Had to be like numbers lower than 5, right?
55, that's the highest number.
Yeah.
But hey, if I could rock 99, I would.
Nice move there. And Kane Keel inside. Good finish from Edward Burke. And that's his first points for tonight after a few misses early. He's been looking dangerous inside. Just hasn't been getting shots to drop. KG.
Unlucky.
Dolney just lets it go at the last minute. You see KG, tough as nails, like probably only stands at, 6'3"?
Yeah.
6'4" maybe, but plays a lot bigger than that.
Absolutely. There we go. Oop. Snap. Played a bit too big that time. Yeah, just cut into the basket. He's very quick though. He gets a few games that we've called. He's gotten some fast breaks, and he's a bullet when he gets in the open floor and finishes so well. But yeah, he likes that sort of slice down the baseline.
Slasher cuts, yeah.
Hits the open 3 too though.
Yeah, knock one down. As Kane Keel, as they go inside a Hunter, goes up and under. That's a great finish. Saw Solomon Deere coming in hot. Nice finish from Hunter. Blackburn just been chipping away at this lead. It's back to 11 points. Manuel Dang. Nice from Solomon Deere. Switches to the left hand. I think Wyndham are really going to need Tommy Ailara to step up in this sort of next period of play as by far the most experience on the court here. A lot of young players. I think Solomon Deere's just come across from Altona. Aaron Dolney on the younger side of things, but has some experience. Ryburn goes inside to Hunter. Can't get it to drop. And Dang switches out to Jones. Tommy trying to box out hard. Good work from Wyndham. Keeping this play alive as Jones just put it behind Dang, who couldn't keep it in bounds. After a pretty busy few minutes, a timeout called.
You feel like the tempo has risen a little bit, hasn't it? And 11-point game, but yeah, just things are starting to go a little bit better for Blackburn. They're obviously making some shots, moving the ball well, breaking I wouldn't say with complete comfort breaking the press, but just look a little more comfortable getting in their sets.
Yeah, I think realising, taking that opportunity with Wyndham's, you can't say the two best players, but they're probably two most threatening players with Manel Ayol and Maurice Howard. I think Manel's sitting there on the bench. Looks like he's ready to go again. I think he'll be all right. Just a little rest of that ankle, but I think Maurice Howard, he hasn't gotten changed out of his uniform just yet, but looks like he may as well be sitting in the bleachers. He's done, and Manel's been off. So I think, with those two players off for Wyndham, Blackburn have realised that. A lot of good ball movement. Been pretty happy to go inside. I think we see Wyndham have probably struggled with that inside game. It's probably obviously what Blackburn have. If I've seen that, I'm sure they've seen that as well. So they've been looking to go inside. Edward Burke, Lamorticella, Jacob Hunter, putting the pressure on Tommy Ailara, who doesn't want to, as the sort of the sole big man really for Wyndham can't really play that big defence because once he picks up 2 or 3 fouls, it's really hard for him then to be an impact on D. So, and what Tommy's already another 13, already has 1. So. As I was saying, Manel Ayol, here he is back on the court. 3-2 zone. What do you got here, Jules?
1-2-2 maybe? Or 2-3, yeah.
Manel Ayol looks A-OK. Tommy Ailara puts it on the floor.
That's going to be on Burke, I believe.
Should be 2.
Yep.
That's the danger with Tommy. You've got to close him out.
Yeah, he'll shoot the 3 and he'll make it.
He'll knock it down. We got Tommy Ailara, 3-point percentage. Shoots the 3 ball at 41%.
Oh, for a big
42%. Let's round that up. When you centre, knocking him down at 42%.
I didn't realise that. I know Ayol was shooting about 40%, but whoa, that's impressive. And he puts them up too, so that's not going to be 5 or 6 on the season. It's going to probably be about 20 or 30. That's impressive.
Yeah. Oh. So you got to close him out, and when you close him out,
he'll do what he just did. Yeah.
Yeah. Has the confidence to put the ball on the floor.
Nice find.
That's a beautiful pass.
Oh.
Blackburn just can't get those to drop. Good work for Jones, reeling that one in. I thought we were going to get that on cue then, Jules.
Nice little spin.
Spin move there from Deng. Saw Kane Keel hit the deck on the first one, and he's sold that one a bit too hard as well, and left Deng wide open. Nice finish there from the young fella, just in his second game of the night for Deng as well. Deng, Oscar Jones, both playing in the Youth League game earlier today.
How are they doing as far as place on the ladder? Do you know?
I'll have to look. I'll look it up.
Ayol brings up the ball. Very versatile player.
Yeah.
Decides to take it himself. Little bump. No good.
Yeah, good defense there from Burke. Bit of a task for Ayol to sort of try and bump him around. There's Brito. He's back on the court now, up top. 3 ball. That one's off. Gets it back. Is that Matthew Hoey? Ryburn corner. Bang.
(33-21), still hanging around there.
Yeah. There's Hoey on the break. Good defense from Jones. Hoey didn't seem overly comfortable there running the break. As Dolney absolutely threads the needle. That is a fantastic pass from Aaron Dolney. A little skip through Manel Ayol. That's good.
Oh, that looked like a charge.
That's
a mile away. You could
every
see
day of the week. And to be fair, that's the 3rd foul on Kane Keel. He's, all of a sudden now in foul trouble. A silly offensive foul like that puts you in trouble. He's been actually a real threat for Blackburn as well.
Yeah.
Coach Matthew Brooks is. If I was a coach, I wouldn't be happy about that. I don't know. Wyndham Youth League 1 men sitting second behind Hume with 7 wins and 2 losses. So doing pretty well in the Division 1 Youth League. So which is just below the Championship Youth League. So doing well. While we're there, let's check out where the Wyndham women are. I know they've been winning a few games too, I think. A lot of the Youth League girls are in the women's team as well, so they're happy to go deep into the roster. Well, 5 and 2 from 7 games. So obviously a pretty strong comp.
Yeah. Oh, a few teams too.
Yeah, pretty big comp there, 12 teams. So they'll make a push. I think they've got a few players coming back. I think, well, Holly Dolney plays in the youth league and the champ, so her coming back to the women's team will filter down into that as well. So, but I think they've got a few injuries out just by hearing a few things I was hearing earlier today. So, and they're coming up against Pakenham tomorrow, which I think are lower down the ladder. So, see how they go there. Anyway, we'll flip things back to this game.
And Blackburn look like they're in the 2-3.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Well, that's the thing with the zone, isn't it, Jules?
The zone breaker. And that's the risk you run when you go into a zone.
And that's the spot too against the zone, isn't it? I think Aaron Dolney would know exactly that. That's a nice looking three for Ryburn. It's going to be short. Tommy Ilara scoops that one up. Yeah, Aaron Dolney sees the zone. He knows where to go. He gets to that spot, gets himself a real nice look. As Manel straight by Ryburn. He can't get that one to drop.
Burke gets the rebound.
There's Dolney, just a little bump there.
Just to let him know he's there.
Referee just coming in, just going, hey. Everyone just chill out. Yeah, Aaron not giving up any free layups there. Wyndham 4 from 10 from 3, 40%. Overall field goal percent at 46. I think that's really the difference, isn't it? Blackburn at 28.
Getting the looks, just haven't been able to hit it.
That's the way it goes some days. Ryburn.
He's quick, isn't he? Ryburn?
Yeah, absolutely. What's he got so far? He's 7 points now. Oh, Dolney. Jeez.
Oh, that was beautiful. Bit of hang time. Lovely finish.
Carson Crowe, is that number 33? 33, yeah, Carson Crowe. Straight by him. And Blackburn just snoozing for a second. As Dolney makes a great pass across to Manel, who can't get the finish. Abram Tonks making Brito work for it, 40 feet. Sorry, not 40 feet, 40 metres, 90 feet. Brito gets the friendly roll. That's what Blackburn need. That's what this team needs, a few of those ones to drop. Herbert finds Tommy. It's a good-looking three-point shot. It's a good-looking action. The result's not what he wanted, as he misses the lot. Brito catch and shoot. He's back-to-back threes now. Denzel Brito getting himself going. It'll be up to, I think that'll be 10 points now. Those two back-to-back threes. Manel guarded by Crowe. Hands on. Points are good, and one. And Manel just very casual about it. Nice.
Almost look like slow-mo.
Just like another day in the office for Manel. Just getting through the paint. You can pick up your dribble on one side of the key, somehow get from there around the other, all the way across the key and around the other side, scoop it up from 2 steps. That's what being 6'5".
that wingspan comes in handy, and it's just a really good body control as well.
Yeah, that's it. These Wyndham players, I think they're sponsored by Invicta Performance, I believe, like personal training group around here, and some of the workouts that you get them doing on the Swiss balls, crawling on the floor, all sorts of stuff. Obviously core strength being a big part of that, taking the contact and riding through it. So we just have a little pan if we can. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Maurice Howard on the bench, but I've seen a guy look that sad in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be able to get an update.
Yeah. We'll try and see if we can sort out at half-time, maybe, see if we can get a Reece Howard injury update. I don't think we'll get much out of Reece. I don't think we'll get much out of Maurice. Maybe someone on the bench might be able to give us a little bit more info. I always wonder, like, the coaches with the notebooks. Like, what's in the notebook?
It's a secret.
Yeah. I'm sure it wouldn't be as exciting as what I think it is.
Do you use the little whiteboard with court when you coach?
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
I just make sure my players are shooting the right direction. So we got a 14-point lead for Wyndham. They sort of blew this out to about that margin early in the first quarter. And Blackburn have chipped away at it at times, but really haven't been able to make a big dent. As this Wyndham team's really putting some faith into Manel Ayol's free throw shooting. As he misses it anyway. Why do they choose not to line up for that? What's the... Just want to get to their zone or what?
Yeah, good point.
There's the 3-2 zone from Wyndham again. Nice corner look there. Can't get it to go. There's Keel. Ryburn having a great first half. So's Brito.
He's been feeling it.
He's been feeling it. He's got Herbert. So I don't know if Ryburn was quite ready for that. They're saying it's off a hand or something. Hard for us to see that back corner there with all the players in between. There's Herbert. Looking composed. Flips it back out to Manel as the defense collapses and you can't get it to drop. We're just getting to the last minute now of this first half. It's been mostly Wyndham's way. Posting up is Burke, going under Tomi. Tomi's arms in there. Good defense from Ailara. Good finish from Burke. Wasn't too much Tomi could do about that after the miss and him getting the rebound. Put back jam for Tomi Ailara. As Dolney was trying to fly for his own. Good follow-up from the big man. There's a few seconds separate the shot and game clock. This might be the last one if Blackburn want to hold it. As Quadriquine putting up a three, buries that. Giving Wyndham enough time to get the last shot here, looking to extend this 11-point lead. Just trying to set up Dolney for a shot. Back to Herbert. There's Manel.
The bank is open on a Saturday night.
There's a fadeaway three off the glass to end the first half with Manel Ayol. That's it's probably not what they drew up for the last 10 seconds, but a 14-point lead at halftime. I think Wyndham were pretty happy with that, considering we lost Manel Ayol for a good part of that half and Reece Howard for pretty much all of it.
Yeah. Score is sort of where you'd expect it to be, just looking at the two records of the teams. But Blackburn showed some promise there, just getting into their sets a bit more. But, geez, they've had a lot of looks that just rolled out, haven't they? It could be a lot closer.
Yeah. On a positive note, Reece Howard is walking himself to the change room, limping himself to the change room, but he's on his 2 feet. So probably means we won't see much of him, if at all, tonight. I don't think he'll come back on the court. But the fact he's walking around, that probably is a good sign for Wyndham. I don't believe they've got a double header. I think their next game is a home against Camberwell next week. Camberwell sort of down towards the bottom half of the ladder. So, Wyndham may not sort of be needing to rely on him too much. But, a couple of weeks away, they've got Hume away. So that's a game they'll have their eyes on as one. If they can pinch that, they'll really get themselves back up in his top couple of spots. Hume being, on top of the ladder and quite impressive. So I think that's it. We'll take a little break. We've got about a 10-minute break here for the halftime break. So we'll leave you there. We'll bring it back, get some stats, to start things off for the third quarter.
Thanks, guys.
exciting second half action. About to get underway. We've got just there's some stats here. We've got Jacob Hunter's got 8, Denzel Brito with 10, leading things for Blackburn, and it's Manel Ayol with 14 and Aaron Dolney for 10 for Wyndham. So Wyndham with a 14-point lead here, looking to hopefully extend that through the third quarter.
Starting here with a zone.
Getting into their zone. Corner 3, no good. Nice rebound there from Abram Tong. Daniel Herbert absolutely flying down the court. Manel Ayol gets a good look. Can't get it to drop. That's going to be Daniel Herbert, fantastic work. And that's the second offensive foul, 4th overall for Kane Kill. Just, it's a bit reckless. Daniel Herbert was there very early and right in front of him. I'm no expert. I'm definitely not a better player than Kane Kill, but that was an offensive foul a mile away.
I think so, yeah. Might need to incorporate the Abram Tong Euro step, or you
get the Euro.
He's got some pace, but big body.
Especially against a guard. That charge is getting called every time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice little two-man game there. Get up, Kane.
Kane Hines not being able to finish that one. Quadriquan looking to just let him score yet.
Oh.
Nice corner.
Nice dish too.
Mike Zucolo knocking the corner down. Might be his first points tonight, I think. It's his first points in 7 minutes. Zucolo. As Herbert looks to find Abram Tong, found him. Looked like he was just tripped up. So we just, as well, managed to sort of get a little bit of an injury update from Reece Howard. He's walked himself to the change room, so positive signs, and he's just got himself changed, so his night is done. That ankle's pretty heavily iced up.
Do you know if it's the ankle? It looks likely.
Oh. Tommy Ilara says, not in my house. Edward Burke looking to throw one down. Tommy shutting that one straight down as Herbert's just left open. Thank you very much.
Very just clinical.
Tommy Ilara, get up. Jeez. As Ryburn flips it across as Burke now. Sort of the memories of Tommy Ilara swatting that one. He was pretty happy with a little hook shot there. As Tommy was just waiting for him to take a step inside.
Once a game, he'll do something that'll make your eyebrows raise, right? Either a dunk or a big block.
Yeah. Well, my son's favourite player, Tommy Ilara. Him and Kane Hines.
Okay.
Loves the big men. Plays a big man himself, gets the rebounds for an 8-year-old. As Zucolo can't knock down back-to-backs, and that one's out of bounds.
So back to Reece Howard. The ice looks like it's on the front of his ankle, which is a good sign. Having done an ACL too, but Achilles injury myself, whenever I see the ice on the back there, I get a little nervous.
Right,
so
yeah, those Achilles can be.
I'm encouraged that the ice is on the front of the ankle with my 0 years of physiotherapy training.
Daniel Herbert, that's a beautiful finish. Took it up, took it out to the side. This is coming off a first-year player, young fella for Wyndham. I'm not sure of the age of Daniel Herbert, but looks like he probably could play in the youth league side. In the absence of Reece Howard coming and doing, stuff like that. That's fantastic.
Nice little hang time there. Yeah, he looks like he's in control. Just a good point guard. Obviously, can shoot the three. Nice ability to dish, get to the rack, pull up jump shot. I want to say we saw a floater from him as well.
Yeah, he got the 1 foot little floater earlier. Yeah,
got the works there.
He's up to 10 points now, so fantastic effort. There's still a lot of time left in the game. Quadriquan contested 3. Good little tip there from Tommy. Finds Kane Hines on a beautiful pass. We were talking earlier, I'm not really trying to pump up the tires of these Wyndham players too much, but we spoke earlier about Tommy Ilara, posting up, shooting, and then to hit a, 30-metre pass in the lap of Kane Hines under the basket. You know, getting your centre, being able to do stuff like that, just stretches the floor so much. Love to see it. As Wyndham have put this out to just shy of 20 points, 18 points now. So starting just to extend the lead here, Blackburn. I'm guessing the timeout was called by Blackburn there, Matt Burke, and we just want to slow things down and try and get this back to that 10 point. I think anything under 10 points, they're going to feel like they're, you know, only a couple of minutes away from getting themselves back into it. And obviously Wyndham trying to do the opposite and push it right out.
Yeah, 10 points. Yeah, they were hanging around there a little bit in the first half, but Wyndham starting to pull away, but still, you know, long game left. It's I'm enjoying this game from a different perspective. Obviously, the last few we've called have been real close ones. You know, Hume, McKinnon, Keysborough. But why I like this is we're getting an opportunity to see some of the players we don't necessarily get as many minutes. So yeah, you talked about Herbert, some of the other guys.
Yeah, that's it. And not a very deep bench for Wyndham either. Only 5 guys on the bench. Usually, you know, Blackburn, the away team, have more guys on the bench than the home team do. It's not too many times you'd see that. And I think Manel Ayol just got the hand in the passing lane there. Oh!
Smooth.
Daniel Herbert with the pump fake on the pass just froze the defender. I have to go back and look at that. That was beautiful from Daniel Herbert. As Kwajaquan just loses the handle. As one's been, as Manel just, Abram Tong looking to find Manel Ayol out on the fast break. Just couldn't quite reel it in. Despite the 6'5" wingspan, couldn't reel that one in. You know, the pass is a little outside.
You might be underselling him. Well, let's find out. We need to find out. I want to say 6'7", but maybe I'm telling Porky. So then maybe a 6'9" wingspan. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Well, I saw a stat where I think Aaron Dolney was listed at 6'4". There's not a world where Aaron Dolney's 6'4". So I think some of these players on their stat sheets might be fudging some of that. That might have been I think that might have been his college stat sheet. He was listed at 6'4".
That's common. 100 years ago when I played college, I played junior college, and then you'd see guys going to 4-year schools, and you knew how tall they were. You played with them, and you'd see some of those numbers, guys that were legit 6'2", you know, 6'4", 6'5". Yeah, people get quite creative, don't they?
Yeah. As Blackburn gets some friendly rolls on this side of the ring. I think I saw an opposite thing from Anthony Davis.
Yes,
who, you know, lists himself at 6'11", purely so he's not a 7-footer, so they don't want to pick him at the 5.
Yeah, and KG, not our KG, Kevin Garnett did the same thing.
List him at a shorter height, so he has to play the 4, not the 5. Good hustle from Hines, keeping it alive. They get the extra shot with Manel. Somehow comes up with that. Tries to find Tomi Ailara underneath. As Wyndham just hustling. Just some good pressure there, reeling in some offensive rebounds.
And Solomon Deere checking in for Kane Hines.
So Tomi, up to 9 rebounds. What's the situation with the stats when a player clearly tips a rebound to a teammate? Does the tip get the rebound?
I would think so if it's a clear tip.
Yeah. If it's a controlled tip. Or if it's a bit of a random swipe, it sort of depends who collects it. There's Brito in the car park. Can't get it to drop. Tomi flips it out. Abram Tong, Manel Ayol puts it on the floor. Off his own leg. It's like someone might have got a piece of it. Off the leg and out of bounds.
Jacob Hunter, number 20, has been sitting for the entire quarter so far. He's a guy that was really getting them going. I'm kind of keen to see him get out there again.
As Hoey was trying to find, is that Lamorticella, number 16 it is. post, and threw his hands out of bounds as Wyndham have finally got this above the 20-point margin. To 21 points now. Solomon Deere in the post. Haven't seen him do a lot of work yet. Obviously can play, just haven't seen a lot of him in person. Just hustling there. Beautiful finish from Manel. So who gets the offensive rebound there? Does Solomon Deere get that for the tip to Abram Tong, or does Abram Tong get it? We'll have to check that out.
Yeah. No comment. I can't give you an answer.
So Abram Tong doesn't have any offensive rebounds, neither does Solomon Deere, so we'll see who gets one added to their stats. That looked fairly controlled, but I don't know. So that's the third personal for Tommy Ilara. There's another foul. So 30. Quadra Quine just giving away an offensive foul. Just a few reckless offensive fouls. We've seen, was it, who was it giving away? Kane Keel, number 22. 22 gave away two pretty careless ones. Yeah. From Quadra Quine just really derails the offense a little bit, giving away fouls like that. Tony Ilara, beautiful pass inside. Solomon Deere. Tony Ilara just continued to impress. Another impressive pass there, and that's probably that stretching the floor ability, being a three-point shooter. Everyone's thinking he's going to pop that, and then.
Wow, pretty from Brito.
Beautiful
very
soft
nice.
touch.
Just threads the middle.
Jump man action on that one. The legs spread apart with the one hand up. Oh, here's your man, Jacob Hunter, checking back in.
There we go.
Solomon Deere was given the offensive rebound from earlier. So the tip, that's probably about the limit of where the control is, I think. That was most of that was pretty controlled. So there you go.
That's a good question, though.
Brito can't convert the three-point play. Good defense from Brito, not giving Manel Ayol any space, but the crossover got him.
Looked like he went into another gear there. Usually it looks like he's in slow-mo, even though he's quick, but just ramped it up there. Good hands indeed there.
Just getting those hands in the passing lane all the time. Manel finds Quadra Quine in the corner. That's in and out. Good defense from Lamorticella. Who's he find there? Quadra Quine underneath.
Quadra Quine, nice. In amongst the tall timber. Great finish.
Good dish too.
Yeah.
Herbert makes a nice little pass. That's the slowest pump fake of all time from Solomon Deere.
I was thinking that, but effective.
I thought he was going to get the referee just wasn't waving that off. I thought he was going to get the air one call. So Blackburn over the limit now. I was confused and saw Solomon Deere shooting too and thought it was a shooting foul, but no, they're over the limit now. 5 fouls for the quarter. Solomon Deere knocks the first one down. I don't know about the sponsor on the sleeve of the t-shirt. Officials have to take a look at that. Blackburn trying to limit some of this damage. It's going to take a long way to get themselves back into the game, but see what they can do. Quadra Quine's going to keep putting those corner threes up. KG back on the court, just snuck on there. Didn't see him come back on. He's got 3 fouls, but reels in a good rebound there. It's Daniel Herbert just taking his time. Look at the composure on him. Love to see it. It's Quadra Quine's making Dolney work for it.
Oh, nice. Very composed. He took that one dribble, see what opened up, and went to the cuff.
Yeah, nice little move from Aaron.
Oh, good pressure by KG.
That's probably something with the matchup that, it only has there on Quadriquine's probably got it 5 to 10 kilos on him. Got a bit of size on him.
Oh, good hands by Quadriquine.
See what he can do here. Matching up on both ends. Dolny. Lamorticella just backing down. Deer just banging him inside. Solomon Deer probably match up there. A few kilos in the favour of Lamorticella. Dolny catches that in rhythm. Can't get it to drop. Hunter inside the Lamorticella. Herbert is able to keep it in.
Yeah, with the dunk. Good minutes from
the
Deer.
Gentlest of throwdowns from Solomon Deer.
Some good minutes.
He's in a bit of that sort of, he looks like a bit of that, Cavion Green style. That real solid 3-4 spot. Well, he's probably the same, probably 6'4", 6'5", pretty similar size to Manel Leal. Just a bit more of a solid player. Does a little, I love his sneakers. I don't know much of the new sneakers. LeBron's, Solomon Deer, the LeBron 20s, low tops.
Ah, okay.
No, don't spot any retros. The only retros I spot out there is, I guess if you call Kobe 6's retros. Daniel Herbert's.
Has KG got the Giannis?
That's the Zoom Freak. Yeah, that's a Freak ones, I think. Yep. Here's Oscar Jones pulling up, a bit short. It's not going to stop him though. It's Hunter showing some pace. And the foul call back on the floor. Number 3, Solomon Deer. And that's Wyndham to the limit now. So there'll be some shots here for the rest of this third quarter. Jacob Hunter, what's he got so far?
I think that's 9 points for Jacob Hunter.
Only averaging 6, so up on his average for the season so far. KG finds a little window, just giving a little bit of space.
Nice little pump fake and go.
Brito looking for a screen. Going at Dolny. Good defense from Aaron. Good move from Brito. KG keeps it in. Finds Oscar Jones posting up on Deer there. Back outside, Solomon Deer. Corner 3. In and out. That ring to your left side has not been friendly all night. Good defense from Wyndham. Good finish there from Hunter. Josh Jones has enough time. So does Dolny. That's off. A good third quarter there. Wyndham just starting to break away there. Yeah, 24-12 in that third quarter. So Blackburn were able to keep up with them through the second quarter. It's just in the first quarter been giving away 11 points and 12 points there. Just been the difference so far as we're out to 26 points.
Yeah, didn't Blackburn sort of second quarter looked like they were executing much better. This sort of quarter felt a little more like the first, struggling to get looks, and Wyndham just kept putting points on the board.
Yeah. So I think in the black tracksuit standing up on the bench there, I think that's Ray Mitchell. I saw him. Yeah.
Their top point scorer, yeah. 14 points a game.
14 a game. I saw him limping, so must have an injury and not available for this game. They'll definitely want him for the next couple of games against Sunbury, Melbourne Uni.
Who's been your favourite player to watch so far from what you've seen? Not necessarily the best player, and you can't pick Wyndham. So who's really been good to watch from what you've seen, Mitch?
The Keysborough had a few great players.
Ainge.
Really
I think,
impressive.
yeah.
Calvin Ainge was great. There was another name that's just escaping me. Let me pull up the stats. Hang on. Champ Men's, Keysborough. Oh, McCooey Poundak from Hume was fantastic. Watching him play, posting up.
Oh, geez, he had a big one
Reverse
versus
jams.
Wyndham.
Yeah, he was really impressive. McCooey Poundak was fantastic. Leonard Harper Baker from Keysborough was the one I was thinking of. I think we actually have. I used to work with. I used to call him. I feel like I used to call him Benny. So maybe his nickname's Benny, but I know him as Benny. But his name's Leonard Harper Baker, so I'm not sure. So I'm not sure where Benny comes into it. But yeah, I know Benny from work from a few years ago.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. So to see him putting up some big numbers was great.
Always played for Keysborough or other teams?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's floated around that eastern suburbs a little bit, but yeah, he was fantastic. Yeah, but McCooey Poundak for Hume, I think, was the one that was super impressive. What about yourself?
Definitely Troyce Manassa from Hume is a beast. And then Nathan Davis from McKinnon, averaging 24 a game. He's good to watch. Very textbook, 3-point shooter, pull up. Just looks just a lot of weapons.
Yeah. Look, I haven't seen much of Sunbury yet. I know Sunbury always, they're second on the ladder, 6-1. It's Dolmy. He's look at a corner three. Just puts it on the floor.
Oh, nice
layup.
finish by Aaron Dolny. Yeah, Sunbury.
But Ish Sanders
I think he's 30 points a game.
About 30 a game. But a lot of really solid contributors there as well. Trying to think of who I'm thinking of. They've got a player, Trevon Clayton, he posts up, plays a lot inside. But Nathan Marshall, he's a great player from Sunbury. Not a big point scorer. Oscar Jones getting fouled on the way to the basket, but the foul's called before. Yeah, I love watching Nathan Marshall play. I think he's a bit one of those. I think McKinnon, he reminds me a bit like James Malvaso, where they're just really solid. I think they're starters or come off the bench, don't put up a lot of shots, but defensively, offensive rebounds, spacing the floor, putting pressure on. Looking forward to seeing sort of players like that, players that don't put up the big stats but have big impacts.
Yeah. Good hands from Brito.
For the camera. Oh, God. It's making its way towards the tripod for a second there. Yeah. So, look, I'm looking forward to seeing the sort of competition ramp up as, the season sort of moves into the halfway sort of point now. Round 8, I think the home and away season's about 16, 17 games. I'll have to go back and double check. That might be 18, I think. So, yes, 17 game home and away. So, yeah, just getting towards the midway point of the season, so we're starting to get a good picture of what the top and the bottom might look like. Yeah. Just those middle teams. So we're talking, even the middle teams: Wyndham, Keysborough, Melbourne, Uni, McKinnon. 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. You could really see any of those sides, playing in a final. As Jones pulls up, Edward Burke reels in a rebound. So, looking forward to seeing the competition stack up. And Solomon Deal.
Oh, lovely. Another little Euro. He's been working out with Abram Tong.
But, you start to see the matchups come into it now. Now the coaches are starting to get a really good idea of what matchups they want. And I think each team plays each other home and away 3 times. So there's 3 home and away games. So that way it sorts out a differential for the finals, I believe. So I believe whoever has the better differential from the home and away season gets the home final advantage come finals. So I think Sunbury last year in the men's championship actually had the better in-season differential. So they had the 2 home games, and Wyndham end up sweeping them in 2 anyway. So you start to see the matchups of who they want guarding who, and you see players like I think that back half of the season, Abram Tong really sort of made that name for himself, shutting down players like Sharif Black and Ish Sanders from Sunbury and those sort of players. So. So looking forward to seeing that sort of stuff. The coaches getting into their work,
Absolutely.
Dolny, the hand in the face. We've got our pink round here tomorrow. Sort of mention that now. That's a nice little hook shot there from Edward Burke. Gets at the drop. So the pink round, right there. The Mother's Day sort of breast cancer awareness round.
That's great.
Jones.
Nice
Jones,
little pull-up.
signature pull-up from Oscar Jones. A hang time for days. So the Youth League Women Championship women here tomorrow. So if you're going to come down, get your pink shirts on or whatever you've got. It's always I think the women's almost bring a better crowd in than the men's sometimes. Obviously, if you're not familiar with the women's comp watching at home, but Wyndham Women's, they're undefeated for the season so far. It's Kane Keel trying to show some handles off. Finds Burke.
Beautiful.
That was extra pass there from Jacob Hunter to find Burke. Inside
Nice
for the jam.
Sequence of events there.
So there'll be prizes and auctions and raffles and all sorts of stuff here tomorrow for the women's games. Wyndham women's team, if you haven't watched, definitely worth tuning in. Oh, it's off the glass to himself, Hunter. Beautiful finish. Yeah, Wyndham women's really run and gun and shoot a lot of three-pointers, so the crowd love watching that. Led by Amanda Pascal, who's a really classy player. Was Player of the Month for the BigV Champ women's competition, so I think she's averaging 20-something and 10 rebounds a game, so really fills the stat sheet up with assists and blocks and all sorts of stuff. Manuel Deng, young fella under the ring, finishing off the glass. Beautiful finish.
Good patience, good footwork.
Brito gets a screen. Good rebound from KG. Just going to slow things down. I like that look from Wyndham. They get the long rebound. The first thing they just do is look to accelerate and push the floor and then slow down. Kick ball. Everyone stopped. Referee's a bit late. You see those Wyndham players, they grab the rebound. First thing they do, they take off, have a look, and then they realise there's no one there, so they pull up. Rather than looking and then seeing there's an open court. So they just push that break and look to get their offense started straight away.
I mean, obviously, going to be a pretty convincing lead, so good opportunity for some of those other players to get some minutes, but then, as you said, pull it up and run through some plays. Oh, what do we have here?
Must be a technical foul. Did you see the tech, Aaron? No idea? Oh, it was probably someone saying something after the kick ball. I'm going to guess. You can probably see. Hang on. Personal fouls. Aaron Downey's got 4 fouls. I'm guessing he might have. Lucky his folks aren't watching. If I was assuming he's going to get a tech, it's a bit sumptuous. But maybe someone said something after the kick ball and the referee's being a bit slow to react to that one. And then they just go, you know what? Little tech. Dolney looking for an option. Flips out to Emmanuel Deng. So I think Jacob Hunter just had the hand in there as he was trying to dribble. See how Wyndham get themselves set up here. Looking for Abram Tong off the inbounds. Nice little 1-2 with Solomon Dia.
That's his shot.
Yeah, he's
Hit at least 2 from a corner today, maybe 3.
yeah.
3 and D, right? Prototypical 3 and D guy.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, he's just starting to probably get. That's really nice.
Oh, nice.
got KG in the air, little pump fake, and then was able to not only draw the foul but to get the shot off. So nice work there from Kane Keel.
Good finish.
I think Abram Tong just sort of starting to just grow in confidence on the offensive end. Obviously, always had the skill there last season, but probably just didn't, feel maybe confident or didn't have the time to sort of show it off. But yeah, shooting those corner threes and I think that's again something we're seeing with Reece Howard off the court. Little things we're getting to see a bit more of with Dolney and Abram Tong at the 1 and 2 here. Which is I don't think we've seen Dolney and Tong running the point and the shooting guard spots.
Oh, good find.
It's fantastic. Not that the Wyndham really sort of stick to a traditional spot, but is Emmanuel Deng playing centre, or is Solomon there's really not a centre on the floor. They've sort of got Aaron Dolney, Abram Tong at the 1 and 2, and then just 3 power forwards.
Who would you say from Wyndham would guard the opposition's best guard usually? Would that be Tong?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. He did a great job in the finals, and if Wyndham managed to keep themselves up the top of the ladder. Oh, KG. Big spot. Almost putting that one onto the bench.
KG gets a few blocks. I don't have it in front of me. I think for a little while he was averaging almost 2, I want to say, but he gets up. We've got it here?
Yeah, I've got that on the sheet. 1.1.
Must have been earlier in the season.
Yeah. But I think he just understands the game so well. He's just vision and, he's not afraid to do the dirty work too. Not afraid to get in there. And knows his game well enough. He tends to stay out of foul trouble for the most part. I mean, he's got 4 fouls here today, but he's still able to control himself well enough, to know when he can come in hot. Like, came in flying there and swatting that, so it's quite easy to give away the foul there, but obviously knows how to control, his game and himself well enough to not give away a foul.
Good rebounder too. He's got 8 on the night.
Yeah.
Always just a very balanced stat sheet from KG.
Yeah, absolutely. Kane Hines put on the floor. And I think he could figure out whether he wanted Abram Tong or Aaron Dolney and just threw it right into between the both of them.
Here's a little thing I've noticed from watching a few of the games, most of them online. Best venue for music, McKinnon. Got really good 90s, early 2000s R&B.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Wes, who does the court announcing and the music and the timeouts here.
That's just based on my personal preference.
Look, he's very aware of the copyright, so he steers clear of any lyrics. Yeah, so he keeps the lyrics out of it. But yeah, definitely nice little 3-pointer there from Keel.
How many is that from Keel?
That can't be right. He's got more than 6 points, surely. Yeah, Wes, great court announcer, great commentator as well. KG step back 3, long. Wes doing the music and the timeouts. He's got it all clipped up and ready to go as Brito pulls it off the dribble. I think everyone's happy to finish this game out, just pulling threes by the looks of it. No one really wants to
nice.
Go too hard. Solomon Deer's going to run in and get 2 points.
That's 11 points for Solomon Deer.
Yeah,
nice to see him get a few minutes.
Have you seen a player look more relaxed on the sub chair coming in than Daniel Herbert right now?
Well, he has played a good game then, 12 points.
Daniel Herbert, 12 points. Look, as this game's sort of just petering out, as Wyndham are holding on to a 20-point lead. It's been a pretty even spread. Obviously losing Maurice Howard, who's their big number guy, putting up, 27 a game. With him off the court, he actually hadn't scored in the 4 minutes he played. It's been really spread. Cavion Green with 9. Tomi Ailara with 10, Manel Ayol 18. He was off the court with an injury for a little bit, only 20 minutes for him. Dolney 15, Solomon Deer 11, Daniel Herbert 12. I think that's great. This experience and these points and the minutes they're getting into these players at this time of the season, when the time comes for them to step up in the finals and in the semi-finals, if they're lucky enough to make it there, they're going to be really thankful for opportunities like this. as it's great to see.
Absolutely, yeah, because some of those closer games, I'm thinking of McKinnon, Hume, Sunbury. Wyndham don't really go that deep, do they?
Not on the size thing, though. That's, so they've got sort of the physical side of things. They're probably going to give away a few more fouls in those, in those games. Where especially Keysborough and Melbourne Uni, both pretty big sides.
That's one I'm looking forward to watching. Obviously, Melbourne Uni beating Wyndham first game of the season in overtime.
Despite like 45 points from Reece Howard.
Yeah, Wyndham will be keen to get some revenge on their home floor.
Yeah, definitely.
Melbourne Uni, another team hanging around the middle there.
Yeah. Nice three there. Three ball from
Matthew Hoey.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Denzel Briar's got 14 and Edward Burke 12. Jacob Hunter's got 13 off the bench for Blackburn. Who've had a lot of good looks, haven't had to get a lot to drop, but Wyndham have really just shown a bit of class as Kane Hines, lefty off the glass, is able to get that one to drop. So things don't get easier for Blackburn the next round. Double header for them with Sunbury and Melbourne Uni. So that's going to be a bit of a tricky weekend for them after this one. Hopefully they'll see Ray Mitchell back for those games, an extra week off, and Wyndham with Camberwell at home. I believe that's a Saturday night.
Nice little pull up from Jared Abbott.
As we're into the final minute of things here. Solomon Deer's not finished with this one. Good defense from Abel Tong. It's Mitchell Douglas. Nice finish there. KG on the slash, beautiful.
That's what he does.
And a nice feed from Kane Hines as well. Little bounce pass right into the pocket, right where KG wanted that one. It's Crow and Hoey. Flip out to the corner. Zuccolo, the three. Knocks down corner three. Mike Zuccolo. Daniel Herbert's going to get this over the halfway line and shake hands. I think that'll do it out here at Eagle Stadium. That's the first time these teams have matched up this season, so they'll play each other again a couple of times through the back end. That's it. Not really too much to go through.
No, the score is kind of what you sort of expected. Wyndham were able to get it done even without their star, Reece Howard. But good to see some of the other guys, Herbert and Deer, step up and have some good games. For Blackburn, as you said, missing one of their key players, Ray Mitchell. They can't be too mad at that. They showed some good signs of execution, but tough couple of next games for them, especially next Sunday. Sunbury will be a tough one, but
that's it. So I think for Wyndham probably highlights the strength of the bench and the depth with three players off the bench with 10 plus points, and no one, you can put up a win of 20 something points without really anyone going off. So great team effort overall. Anything more to add there, Jules?
No, looking forward to doing this again next Saturday versus Camberwell.
That's it. All right, well, if you're a home supporter, Wyndham, if you're not here next week, we'll hopefully catch you on the live stream. Blackburn viewers, thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you next time. Cheers.
Thanks, guys.